everybody, Jeannette Womble here in beautiful Lexington, South Carolina. I am here with my clients who happen to be twin sisters, Holly and Heather and Millie, and we're going to take a few minutes and talk about our experience working together. Thank you for sitting down with me today.
Thank you.
Tell everybody how we met.
I met Jeannette in 2018 whenever I moved to Lexington to be closer to my twin.
Yep.
And I was interested in a house, and I filled out a little internet inquiry and did a cold call, and I got a little nervous and I almost didn't answer the phone, but I'm so glad I did.
Yes.
And that's how I first met Jeannette, and she helped me buy my first house when I moved up here to Lexington.
And then we met each other through your sis.
I was renting at the time, and had some other things happen in the past, and I didn't think that I would be able to buy. And my sister Holly was like, "You can do it, and I've got the absolute perfect person
For you.
to help you, and I'm gonna set up a dinner date, and we're all gonna go, and you'll see, it's gonna be great." So we met with you at Trevinia's, and the rest is really history, though. And well, Holly too and Jeannette gave me the confidence that it was going to be great and that I was going to be able to make this happen.
Yes.
So we started looking for houses, and I looked at several of them, and you were always really great about calming my nerves, and
It can be really stressful. It can be really stressful.
And because at the time the market was super hot, as it still is right now. So there was several homes that we didn't quite made offers on, and it didn't go through. But I happened upon this house, and well, actually there was another house we looked at in this neighborhood.
There was.
And that one didn't work out offer wise. And I woke up in the morning and I saw an advertisement for this house, and had just come on the market, and I called her, and we were here looking at it, and gosh, it was probably less than 2 hours we were here.
Because this is a for sale by owner.
Yeah,
too. It wasn't even listed in the MLS.
Yeah, and I was a little nervous about that, and Jeannette calmed any nerves about that, and it was a non-issue. So looked at the house, really loved it, and put an offer on it. It went through, and so that was awesome.
Yeah, and then you were like,
Well,
I want my
that-
sister to live
Yeah,
here.
in that process, we're like, I fell in love. Like when we came up to this neighborhood for the first time, we were both just almost crying, because we're like, we just came around the bend. We're like, oh my God, this is the perfect place for us.
Great neighborhood.
And so when Heather found her house, even though I had my house still that I bought when I met you, I was like, I want to live with my sister in the same neighborhood by the lake.
Yeah, because we're like at this time over 40. But we had
that's
always had a dream of living, like being neighbors and living in the same neighborhood, but never could quite make that happen for whatever reason. And there wasn't anything else in the neighborhood for sale. But
there wasn't. There was
And I
nothing for
in
sale.
comes Jeannette to save the day, and I thought she went above and beyond. And this gal printed out flyers, and she was on foot through this neighborhood, door to door, knocking, "Hey, are you looking to sell anytime? I've got someone that's really interested in coming in the neighborhood."
Yes.
And
We
lo and
got,
behold, we got a bite.
Well,
Yeah,
the
more,
lady that was chasing me down the street. So
Yeah.
I'm putting the flyers out, and I'm a little nervous about if there's a no solicitation rule or something. And this lady's walking this cute little dog, and she comes running after me, and she's like, "Are you the one putting out the flyers?" And I thought for sure I was going to get in trouble. And she tells me that she's going to put her house on the market. And that was just like amazing how the stars aligned, and then
Yeah, so
next
there,
thing
we
you
had
know.
a couple of bites. And so I looked at those houses, but the one that you're talking about is the one that we ended up going with. But I also had my house that I needed to sell before I could buy, and I was a little intimidated by that process because as a single working mom, I'm like, how am I going to get a house ready to sell, sell a house, buy a house, move, and all that, and it
Was
just
two younger ones, one older one, and plus a lot of pets, which you know is nerve-wracking.
Yes.
But she's like, no worries, this is what we need to do. You do this, this, this. I said okay, and I did this, this, this. But and we went live with it on the MLS. I went on vacation in the mountains, and bam,
Came back and it was under contract.
correct.
Next
And
thing
not
you
only
know-
that, but the house I was renting and had rented since basically I moved to Columbia from a really nice couple. He was, you know, since I was not going to rent anymore, he wanted to sell, and he lives in Florida, and Jeannette did a great job of helping him sell his house, because they were such good people, you know, to me in the time that I rented. So that was really great, and that put him at ease to have that house, and that house sold for a great price in a very short period of time. And so I didn't feel like I was leaving that guy hanging either.
I appreciate that you told him about me too.
Yeah.
So let's see, we had your purchase, and then we had your sale, and then we had your purchase, and then we had your purchase, and then we had your landlord sale.
Yep.
So we did a lot of different things together.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
We turned over a lot of property.
What would you tell someone if they're thinking about having me help them with their real estate needs, you know, in the next, you know, couple months or weeks or whatever? What could they expect?
I would say, don't hesitate. Call Jeannette. And the great thing about Jeannette, it always has a very calm and reassuring demeanor, no matter what dumpster fire seems to be going on. Because, you know, like, real estate is so unpredictable, and there's so many things. I mean, until you're sitting down signing a paper, there's so many different things that can go wrong and that are unexpected, that could really just send you over the edge.
Oh, yes.
But Jeanette's been in this a long time, and she has a really great network of people that are very reliable, professional, and that's what you really need when you're buying or selling, is that your realtor has all these connections, because it didn't matter what came up. Jeannette was like, just like that, like, I've got just a person, and it wasn't like, oh, well, let me find what we're going to do about it. She always has that card in her back pocket, and
good to go.
Yep, we're good to go.
I think.
What would you say, Holly?
Well, I have recommended, like, anytime I know, like, a coworker friend that's looking to buy or sell, I'm like, do you got a realtor? Because I got it awesome.
Oh, thank you.
So it always be highly recommended. One thing I really liked about you was that sometimes whenever you go and look at some place, you get kind of like, your vision gets kind of narrowed in. You start dreaming and all this stuff, and you just are really good at kind of like, okay, well, let's look at all of the aspects of this. I know you really love this about it, but does it fit all of the things that that you're looking for? And I mean, you've got a lot of knowledge about all kinds of stuff, and no lie, like, I've seen you crawl in her house with like 3-inch heels on.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Really? It's a crawl space with heels. Yeah, amazing.
Like,
I'm usually always wearing heels.
I'm a nurse, and I've seen all kind of, you know, scary things, but I'm not crawling on her house.
Not on her house.
She will go right up underneath there, and she'll be checking things out.
Yeah, wiping the spider webs away.
And so, like, in past experiences, you know, because I've purchased houses before, but like, I never had somebody that I felt like was truly my advocate. I felt like it was always more like a transaction. That person
like
is really
very sales
just looking
related.
Sales related. They're you know, at the end of the day, they're looking to get
For themselves.
for themselves. And I felt like at the end of the day, Jeannette wanted what was best for me, not what was best for her pocketbook, and that she was going to be in my corner no matter what.
And that's true. And here we are, what, 6 years later or so?
Yeah.
And we're friends, and we stay in touch, and our kids have had a chance to get to know each other, and our dogs maybe one day. So, and you know, investing in real estate, I think, is one of those things that you can just be really proud that you did. And I'm really proud of you, by the way, because you weren't even sure you could do it, and you did it, and you did it wonderfully. And I think that the way the stars align for you to be here
Mhm.
with your sister is just one of the things I'm the most proud of.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have thought about going door to door, but
Hey,
Jeanette will go door to door
yeah,
for you.
you
I
tasked-
thought,
you
and she will
tasked
crawl.
me.
She will crawl under the house with heels on and go door to door, whatever
Well, thank
it takes
you.
to make it happen.
Well,
So,
when you said you wanted to be in the same neighborhood, I took it pretty seriously. So if there's a will, there's a way, you know? Well, I appreciate you both taking the time to sit with me today. And I love both of your houses. I especially love your front porch.
yes, thank you.
Driving by here all the time, you both have some of the prettiest houses in the neighborhood. And most importantly, I just really appreciate your friendship.
Yep.
So thanks for sitting down. And if I can help you with any questions about buying or selling, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, I'm Jeannette Womble with EXP Realty in Columbia, South Carolina. And I'd love to help you if you have questions about what it might look like if you're interested in buying or selling a home. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.